Welcome to the Hoot Hob Show. With me today is Mr. BT Brandon Torres.
Hey, hey.
And we are C. Wayneless again.
Yeah.
Something about a job. I don't know.
Who needs that?
For real. Well, I mean, we could just sit here and podcast once a week and make no money.
It would be glorious. Just doing this every day, all day.
Hey, I would. If we get more downloads, we might be able to start bringing you more content.
Absolutely. We would absolutely dive in head first if we had the, ability to be able to spend more time doing this.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I love it. And it's easy, man. I'm hanging out with my homies and chopping it up. So this is a good time.
Oh, it's great. And it feels really good to actually know people are listening to it. Because in the beginning, we were doing this kind of for ourselves.
Yeah, we were like, we got 4 downloads. There's me, you, C. Wayne, and I don't know, maybe my wife.
No, I think the first time it was like, hey, we got 2 downloads. It's like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
We look around, kind of pointing at each other like the Spider-Man meme.
Yeah, like, which one of you didn't download it? And of course, we're like, C. Wayne.
Yeah.
He didn't download it.
He doesn't have a podcast app on his phone.
It's guaranteed. He doesn't even listen to the show, does he?
No, probably never heard an episode.
It's like, hey, oh my gosh, I heard you on the Hoot Hob Show. The what? Yeah. What is that? The podcast. Oh, yeah.
He's like, oh, yeah, my podcast.
Yes.
You know darn well he refers to it as my podcast.
Yeah. Hey, and why shouldn't
he?
Yeah, that's right. It's your podcast too, buddy. It's just named after me. What's up? Anyway, all right. So I want to give everyone a quick update. As of this past Friday, while you all was downloading our episode, my son came home. He is happy. He is healthy. He is gaining weight. He actually had his first doctor's appointment today as a follow-up, and everything checks out. We got to take him back in a few weeks for another follow-up thing.
Of course, but that's kind of just the name of the game with any newborns.
Yeah, exactly. But either way, he's home where he needs to be, and his mama is feeling a lot better, which in turn makes Dad feel a lot better. And Harley has just been along for the ride the whole time. She's just like, whatever. And I was like, hey, your brother's coming home. She's like, I really have one?
She's like, you guys are messing with me?
It's like, what do you guys been? Y'all been on vacation, haven't you? Yeah. I'm like, no, we have not. We've been living at a hospital. But either way, he's home, and we're all very happy. And I'm so thankful for everyone's prayers and good thoughts and everything. So thank you, guys. And I just wanted to start the show off on a really positive note because it's about to get worse.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah. So I've got a couple issues, actually, that I'm just kind of rant about. Like, I don't have these issues, but it's just something that eats at me.
No. If you have a platform like you do,
right.
Why not take advantage of
That's
it?
right.
So I say let her rip.
Okay, so I'll start this out with one that maybe not everyone has seen before, but I seem to see it often on Facebook, right? And it doesn't matter who you are. You know what I mean? Like, I see women doing this, I see men doing this, I see everyone doing this. Every once in a while, you get this thing. Like, you start seeing like that, I've got a new opportunity, and it's a new day, and it's a new me. You've seen this?
Oh, all the time.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure I'm not the only one. So it's usually those same folks, though, that you get this other post, and it's... I'm sorry, man. And it says something to the effect of, I didn't need you... blah, 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 to be happy, blah, blah. Y'all don't want me to turn back to the old me. Okay, I'm glad you see the humor in this because every time I read this, I'm like, wait. Okay. So that's kind of how I feel. I'm like, I don't know, but here's my reason for that. The old you. Okay, so this petty, spiteful... post up some vague stuff on Facebook. This is the new you. Like, it was a new day, new opportunity, new you. And out of all the flavors to choose from, you pick salty.
Yeah, don't revert me back to the old me.
Yeah, I'm like, what? If it's truly a new you, then these people that you're talking to, they should, if they're truly that toxic, you should just cut them out.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's no reason to have that kind of toxicity in your life.
Right. Like people who are like Philadelphia Eagles fans. You know,
gross.
Yeah. No need for that kind of negativity in your life. Okay. We have enough as Cowboys fans.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Can't really say too much because sometimes I'll say it. I see them on TV and they embarrass even me as a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, I mean it's gross too. Anyway, but I'm just saying that I don't know why this little short mini rant I have it kind of I don't get it. Like it's a new opportunity. It's a new me. Y'all don't want to get me back to the old me. I'm like, what are you talking about? This is the new you. You should have skipped forward 3 new versions.
I think sometimes people like that are irony proof.
I agree 100%. And the reason they can't see the irony in it is because none of it's real. It's all just hey, someone pay attention to me. That's why I'm putting this on Facebook.
That's exactly
someone
what
pay
it
attention to me. I don't care who you are. Fellas, ladies, whatever, find people that want you in their life. And then you don't have to worry about going back to the old you or making a new you. Just be you. Just do you. You know, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I know it's probably silly, but like this, I see it all the time, and I'm always like, oh, here we go. And like, it's a new opportunity, new me. I'm like, well, give it a couple days. They'll be getting back to the old them, you know?
Which is really disappointing because when you initially see that, you don't go into it jaded and thinking, oh, God, here it comes again. You look at it and you're like, oh, good for you. Good for you. Yeah. But then whenever it repeats and the cycle repeats, yes. It starts to make you question things.
Yeah. And that's my whole thing is like, when you first see the new opportunity, new me post, you're like, oh, they might have got a new job, or maybe they bought a new house, or maybe they're whatever, got a new boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. You know, I don't know. But you think good things for them. Like, oh, okay, well, that's cool. And then they're like, yeah, I don't want you to turn back to you. And you're like, oh, that's weird. Yeah. And then once it happens 10 times, you're like, oh, here we go.
It's like, uh-oh, somebody's having another bad day.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to go ahead and end this one only to pick up another one. Now, this one... We talked about how that one might have been silly. I promise you this one, 90% of people will be like, dude, seriously. But I have something to say. With fall being upon us, all you pumpkin spice loving, oversized sweater wearing, leggings wearing women out there, you leave Carhartt alone.
Wait, what? I mean, I'm guilty of myself. I don't mind like a pumpkin something at Starbucks.
No.
But what? Wait a minute. Yeah. What?
No. Okay. So check this out. I noticed it starting last year, and I was like, I only saw a couple of them, and I was like, oh, okay, that's whatever. So hopefully we're all aware of what Carhartt is, and if you're not, it is premier work clothes. Okay, it is like usually duck material. It's very durable. Yeah, it is not meant for comfort. Yeah, it is meant for warmth and durability.
Yeah, think akin to like Dickies, something that's made for wear and tear, hard working. Usually, you'll see people that work, hard labor, manual labor jobs are wearing.
It's used to, it was kind of the blue collar staple.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying, like mechanics, farmers, anybody. They you wear Carhartt in the winter, man. It's warm.
It's warm
and you don't
durable.
tear it up. Yeah, and it's easy to clean. But last year, I started seeing all like the we took our campfire pictures, and I look and I'm like, she wearing a Carhartt? Yep, that's a Carhartt beanie on her head. But whatever happened to those CC beanies? That's what all the females loved a couple years ago. Go back to those. Those are cute. Wear those. Don't mess with Carhartt. And people are like, why do you care if they wear Carhartt? Well, like we've already said, those are reserved for us hard workers, okay? And it's already expensive enough. Carhartt is not cheap.
Oh, yeah, it is not cheap whatsoever.
But guess what's going to happen when all the basics start buying it up? And I mean that to sound the way it sounds, okay? When they start buying up all the hoodies and
the
beanies,
BBs?
Yeah, yes. Once they start buying all that up, though, the stock's going to rise, and guess what? So are all the prices. And I'll be like, well, that's pretty much a wrap for me.
That's what happens when you mess with B squared.
I'm telling you, man, that's why pumpkin spice lattes are high.
Now that I think about it, I'm getting mad. I like pumpkin spice. It's high because of all the BBs.
Yeah, that's it, man. So... that's my thing. For all the B squareds out there, I just don't know your names individually.
Yes, no, not at all. But at the same time, I agree with you. That's weird. I first noticed it with camo. Camo makes sense because hardworking. A lot of the people like to hunt.
Sure.
Again, durable. Then the camouflage started turning to like pink colors and had accessories that matched.
Yeah, it's strange, right?
It's a little strange, a little jarring because you're thinking pink camo. What are you really camouflaged from?
Right. You know. I don't even have a good comeback for that. I was going to use it.
We going bird hunting?
It'd be a very colorful bird. Or a colorblind bird. I don't know. Either way. I'll end my rant there. I'm sure I've got people mad at me by now.
Oh.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep.
Oh, no.
All right. Anyway, hey, before we go on to our main topic of discussion, I would be remiss if we didn't at least acknowledge the passing of Norm Macdonald. This guy was in my opinion, well, it's a fact. This dude's a comedy hero.
One of the funniest men to ever live.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just everything from threatening to punch Letterman in the face. And, I mean, it was just, I don't know, man. His whole career was awesome. I think one of the most iconic lines I can remember him saying was, I'll give you the setup and maybe you can say the line, okay? What day is it? You don't know? All right. He would have replied, October? From Billy Madison Inc.
Oh, yeah. I remember now.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway.
I forget that he's in that, actually,
Yeah.
because he's been in everything. And you may not even realize you know who Norm Macdonald is.
Yeah.
You just recognize that voice.
Oh, yeah.
Like my
Yeah.
wife, for instance, she doesn't really know a whole lot about Norm Macdonald, the comedian, but she loves this show that was on Adult Swim called Mike Tyson Mysteries.
Right,
And
yeah.
he's the voice of the pigeon on the show.
Yeah.
She didn't realize that, but I think the pigeon steals the show.
Yeah, most of the time.
So it's one of those things that rest in peace, Norm Macdonald. I still can't sit through one of his comedy specials because it gets to me in the feels because he's like a hero of mine.
Yeah.
But a big rest in peace, and that's a loss for the world.
Seriously, like out of all the like celebrity deaths and stuff that we acknowledge or whatever, however you would word that, like there's only been a couple of them that actually hit me, and I was like, man, that's really like it's always sad. You know what I mean? Like it was sad.
Yeah, you always do respect.
Yeah, but like the ones that actually affected me would probably be Norm and Robin Williams.
Yeah, Norm is one. It's still fresh too because it's brand new.
Yeah, I say that just happened a few days ago. So
yeah, so condolences to his family and his fans and everyone that knew him. But like I said, he's been in everything, and he's such a funny guy.
Oh yeah,
Just that he and his style. There's no one like him. There never will be.
Well, and I just like I always respected the fact that you probably would have heard him say. I don't know. He usually played down his intelligence a lot.
Yeah.
But that dude was brilliant. Like, he was a genius.
Thinking on another level.
Yeah, always. He was just a very well-educated person, very knowledgeable, very, just a very smart human being.
Yeah.
And, he's always like, oh, I'm just a chunk of coal, And you're like, what? No, this guy's brilliant.
Yeah, and his Canadian delivery.
Yeah. But, anyway, rest in peace, Norm, and we'll move past that. So I'm going to hand the mic over to you. I say that as if there's only one microphone. I'm going to give the floor to you then, and you can lead us in on our next journey.
All right. So what I'm bringing in here is you remember how last week we were talking about MGK and him calling out Conor McGregor and them having some type of altercation on the red carpet at the VMAs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess he's back at it again, trying to pull the same old stuff, but this time he did it live at a concert that he was co-headlining with Slipknot. Yeah, he called out the band.
Not a good decision, in my opinion. Like how did he call him out? Like he threw water at Conor McGregor or something like that.
Yeah, no,
right?
he didn't do that. But this time what he did is he immediately grabbed the microphone whenever he started noticing that some of Slipknot's fans were kind of trickling over into his audience rather than staying over there, staying in their lane. So he said to them, turn the lights up. Let me see those who chose to be here instead of with all those old weird dudes with masks. He later added, hey, you know what I'm really happy I'm not doing? Being 50 years old wearing an effing mask on an effing stage. Shots fired.
the dude's a punk. Like, he's just a punk, man. Like, what you know, I know that we've discussed what we think the purpose is, but let's pretend we don't know anything about this dude, and let's just say, what's the purpose? What's the point? Like, you have Slipknot fans that are coming over to hear your concert.
Yeah.
And said you want to alienate them and then call out the band that, you know,
they're there to see more than likely.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what purpose is that?
What was the end game? I think the end game is exactly what we're doing right now, talking about him. Because I can tell you, if it weren't for him calling out one of my favorite bands from whenever I was a teenager,
right,
I wouldn't be talking about MGK right now. To me, he did exactly what he's trying to argue that he didn't do, and that's he's switched musical genres because he was running away.
Yeah. So we'll touch on that in a second, but I want to loop back to this.
You gonna Jen Psaki and circle back?
Yeah, I'm gonna Jen Psaki, and I'm gonna have to circle back. Okay. Whoops. Anyway, so you got Slipknot, who's been a powerhouse in metal music since what, 98?
99 was the release date of their
Iowa.
Self-titled album, Slipknot.
Oh, okay.
That's the one with Wait and Bleed on it.
Right,
that was
right,
their
right.
hit breakthrough single.
Yeah, like the Heretic Anthem and all that kind of stuff was
on Iowa, and that was 2001.
Okay. And Wait and Bleed was on self-titled album in 99.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Along with Surfacing and like Sick and other songs.
Right.
But Wait and Bleed was the one that got them on television where they had a music video and people could see their live performance.
Right.
And like I said, I have a soft spot. I may not listen to Slipknot much to this day, but I was always that kid in high school that I had a Slipknot t-shirt that I wore that had the scary faces on it because it had all the band members on it.
It was the cover of the Slipknot album.
Yeah, and people just judge you right away, but it's like, I don't really care. I love this band.
Yeah, I mean, but even in their, I would say later years, but this would be their later years. Like, this is in their early days.
Yeah, we're getting old.
Yeah, I'd say, but when they came out with Subliminal Verses, that was a really great album, you know, and like Vermilion.
It showed a lot of maturity because they weren't all just thrash heavy.
Right. Well, and that's what I was getting to. Is Vermilion Part 2 is just a beautiful song. It's great, and you know, Corey Taylor is a very talented man, because he can scream into a mic and do the heavy thrash and metal stuff. With Slipknot, he can take off the mask and sing
Pick up an
Zizek's
acoustic
Road.
guitar.
Yeah, and sing Zizek's Road, and we're all like, yeah, this is awesome. So, fun fact, if you didn't know by now, you shouldn't be a spoiler. Corey Taylor is the lead singer of both Slipknot and Stone Sour. So,
yeah, that if you ever wondered what he looked like without the mask, and the whole purpose of you can't really tell the voice as far as the deep guttural growling and screaming that he does as a lead singer of Slipknot, and the difference when in his normal singing voice, he does that on purpose. He allows those artistic experiments to be individuals from one another and not be the same thing. And in my opinion, he's done it remarkably well.
Yeah, I agree.
Obviously, MGK may not be a fan, or maybe he is. Who knows? He could be pulling an Eminem here and just trying to pick a fight, you know, just to pick a fight in the name of picking a fight. But while he's doing it, here I am talking about him. And again, I otherwise would not be talking about him.
right, I think
unless
you're right.
he's picking a fight with someone that I care about.
Right. Yeah. So, and that's what I'm getting at, though, is that this is exactly what the plan was. It's just to create a buzz, because if you can, everyone knows now, you don't have to be liked. You just have to go viral. You know what I mean?
That's true. This has already gone viral.
Yeah. And so, I mean, it's ridiculous. So, this is not the first time, obviously, because Conor McGregor. This is not the second time. No. 2 years ago, he decided to call out Eminem in a rap diss called Rap Devil in a response to Eminem's song Rap God.
Yes. In response to Rap God, and also a few shots fired on the Kamikaze album, where Eminem, while that album pokes a lot at the lazy, lean trap artists that were hot at the time, mumble rappers.
Yeah.
Well, he also classified MGK as a mumble rapper. While that is not fair, because at no point has MGK ever mumble rapped.
Yeah.
He was attacking him because he didn't respect him as a rapper. Well, that's what caused the retort from Mr. Kelly there.
Yeah. Machine Gun Kelly.
And I guess where he went too far is he happened to mention Eminem's daughter. And we all know where that gets you when you bring up his daughter.
As Jaw, how that went. Oh, is he back to being a Jehovah's Witness?
And it's also, I believe, MGK is implied, along with the Corey Taylor thing. Remind me, we'll circle back.
All right.
That he accused Eminem of kind of blocking him out of the musical industry because of something that he said, and Eminem's stroke that he has within the rap industry.
Right.
It kind of blackballed him, so he was calling that out as well. Which, fair or not, I can't really speak to that.
Yeah. Well, here's the way I see it. You're making your living as we'll just say as an artist, okay? Because MGK is not a rapper, nor is he a rocker or a bluesy guy or anything like that. He's just kind of a guy who makes some songs, some of them good. I mean, I'm not going to say
don't forget he's an artist because he's also a model and an actor because he was in that documentary, and he's done, or not documentary, that biopic of Motley Crue.
Oh, yeah.
Where he played
Dirt.
Tommy Dreamer. Yeah, The Dirt, which people did like his performance in
he
that
actually
movie.
did really good.
Regardless of what you think of the movie, the subject matter or anything, he did come across
portrayed
as
Tommy
he was
Lee really well.
Was a good actor, at least in that performance. So...
yeah,
there's something there with this kid. The thing is like, what are you doing? And we've already called him out for what he's doing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, what are you doing? Because at some point, you do got to kind of specialize. You can't be general of everything.
Exactly. And he had a small role in another movie called Bird Box. It was on Netflix with Sandra Bullock.
Solid movie.
Yeah, solid movie. What really was. And then, like, I don't know, they came out with no. I'm thinking of A Quiet Place. Never mind. They came out with another movie. I know this is way off subject. Give me a second here. A Quiet Place with John Krasinski.
Okay, I'm following you.
Okay. Stanley Tucci. Tucci. Yeah, Stanley Tucci was in a movie called The Silence. It is literally the exact same movie. Check it out sometime. Watch it. You've seen A Quiet Place, right?
Yes, I have. I know. It's a good movie.
Yeah. With a strangely conservative message. We'll get into that later, too. Anyway, but check out The Silence with Stanley Tucci. It's on Netflix.
Right.
And like, you've already seen it. If you've seen A Quiet Place, you've already seen it. But watch it. That way you can be like, huh, he was right. Because I love hearing how right I am.
Got to hear it somewhere.
Yeah, that's right. But anyway, getting back to this is, so when it comes down to M and MGK, when they were going at it with this, right? Mm-hmm. So you get Rap Devil. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to lie. Rap Devil was hot. Like, he had some good one-liners. He had some good punches thrown.
And it came through. When it hit World Star Hip Hop, it was awesome. The amount of hits, viral hits that it got immediately, it was inescapable. There was no way Eminem wasn't going to hear it.
Right, yeah. Well, and I mean, I think that was the point. You know, obviously, you don't make a diss about someone and then hope they never
Call
hear
them
it.
by name.
Yeah, exactly. So,
want to talk about it?
Yeah, both of us single dads from the Midwest. We can talk about it.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah. So, that was a line from the song. I'm not a single father. Neither is Brandon.
Yeah, no.
Anyway,
we're both married.
Yeah. So anyway, M came out with Kill Shot. Kill Shot was his response to Rap Devil.
And that was the one where he lyrically tried to combat all the points that MGK had made in his other song.
Yeah.
And that way he could, okay, you called me out for having a weird beard. Okay. He made fun of the way that he said weird beard several times.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
He called out Haley, so he came back at that. Keep my daughter's name out of your mouth.
Well, the first line of that whole song is because he was talking about scared to ask for a number. Talking about Rihanna, he said scared to ask for a number, so you just hold her umbrella, Ella. Well, the way he opens the song is Rihanna just hit me on a text. Last night I left hickeys on her neck, and I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, you knew he was in for something, and he tells a story with it. Now, does he meander towards the end of his retort? Absolutely. He ended up calling out and stirring up some controversy about Diddy and Pac, and he ended this song with, I'm just playing Diddy, I love you, but I'm like, you just said that Puff is the one who put out the hit that got Pac killed. Yeah, more or less, that's exactly what he said. And then at the end, he's like, I'm just playing. But at the same time, he said the same thing in Kill You. I'm just playing, ladies. And at the same time, that song, highly confrontation or controversial song. So
that's a rough one.
It is pretty rough, yeah.
I mean, but if you look, see, this is where I'm different than a lot of guys. Like, I appreciate Eminem's craft. I think he's good at it. He's a good lyricist. He's a good rapper. He's got good flow. Everything's just awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like, used to, I would be like, oh, yeah, I'm a fan. Now, I'm just kind of like, I mean, you know.
See, I like what he's kind of turned into. The song that he did, Godzilla, with Juice WRLD, where Juice WRLD stuff obviously recorded before he passed.
Right.
Rest in peace, Juice WRLD. Dang it, we're doing it, and Colby's not even here.
Yeah, he's not even here to add to
it. You know what he would say.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
But no, the verses that he recorded, I thought it was great. Not only was he going off, because that's the thing that rappers do now, is they have that part where they go off, they go crazy.
Yeah.
Kendrick does it, Logic does it. All these rappers do it. He's just emulating it, doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, no, I thought he did a great job at it, but now he's releasing these remix singles off of that same record with Jack Harlow and these young kids, Corday. And it's great. I know that the features are pretty great too in themselves.
Yeah.
And that's how he's kind of latching on and staying relevant.
Yeah.
But I like his bars.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure we've actually already said this before on the show, but like the song you're talking about with Jack Harlow and Corday, you know, Killer. Like to me, the best part of the entire thing is Jack Harlow's feature in it. You know, he opens the song up, and I don't know, that weird looking white kid from Kentucky. He's good, man.
Yeah, but you got to admit, without him, there would be no Jack Harlow. There would have been no Mac Miller. These guys that, you know, I hold up personally in a high regard, they would not be there if not for him breaking down some sort of a proverbial wall.
Yeah, no, you're right.
There was a ceiling for white rappers.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Vanilla Ice. But
I mean, the Beastie Boys broke the first ceiling.
They did. They truly did.
And Vanilla Ice repaired the ceiling. Sorry, he repaired it. You know, he came in. I mean, that's what he does now. He flips houses, so that's when he started.
That's even more humorous joke because it's deep.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dad Lance.
Well, I've got to go mow the lawn, so I'll see you guys later.
But yeah.
And like even in like, well, Jack Harlow opens that song with what was it? I used to rock a toboggan, headphones around my neck, trying to be like Shady.
Yeah, referencing 8 Mile.
Yeah. And so I mean, I think that's cool. Paying homage to it. I mean, he's being featured on his song. You might as well, right?
Yeah, no doubt. But I agree with you on that one in particular. I think he kills it. I think pronouns. I think Jack Harlow kills it on that particular record. I think he's better than Eminem's bars in that one, but at the same time, Eminem's bars are remixed versions of the ones of the original Killer song off of what Songs to Be Murdered By, B-Sides, or some whatever it was called. I don't remember. Some
terrible title.
Very, very, very controversial title. Surprising Eminem.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think he does well, and he's doing well to stay relevant, whether he's leeching on to do it or however he's doing it.
Hey, make your money.
I think he's doing a remarkable job at it. But is everything he recording, some of it not ass? No, some of it's ass.
Yeah, for real. It's some of it's. You're like, oof, maybe it's, I don't know, maybe just be a producer.
And even going back, and like you said, with a fine-tuned ear, a 2021 ear, and going back and listening to Marshall Mathers LP. Now, while I'm not by any means cancel culture guy or anything like that, I do think looking back at it under a historical lens of what was accepted during the late 90s as opposed to what's acceptable now.
Oh, yeah, none of it would make it.
None of it, no, not at all. Do I want my son like rapping like Eminem? Not at all. I want him to grow up to be a more respectful sounding person than that.
Exactly.
So, no, by no means. But at the same time, when I listen to it, does it take me back to being a child or not a teenager and thinking it was just great?
Yeah.
Absolutely it does. Just we talked about with Corey Taylor. And him, that bringing that back full circle. I guess part of the beef is because MGK thinks that Corey Taylor made some comments on a podcast, and he was throwing shade at him because he made a comment about a failed pop star going rock, and how he said he hates seeing that happen when someone fails in one genre just to flip industry so they can continue making money and staying relevant.
Well, unfortunately, that was not the first time MGK had jumped genres.
That's true.
You know, he went from pop to rap to pop again to trying to do rock, which was strange. I mean, I don't know. MGK doesn't really have a lot of songs that I'm really big on. Like, he did a remix to Sail by AWOL Nation.
Yeah.
And basically it was just their beat. And
because it's a dope beat.
Yeah, exactly. And he just, spit bars over it. It was pretty good. Oh, yeah. It really was.
I mean, you got to give the devil his due.
Right. So he's got another song called Let You Go. That's a pop song. That's pretty good. And then another off the same album is that the album was like Bloom or something, I think. Mm-hmm. And he had another song called 27 that was actually pretty good. Other than that, though, I'm like, I mean, maybe you need to get a little more success up under your belt.
Well, honestly,
I say that now, like I'm a blue collar guy that's doing a podcast for fun. So
yeah, it's a side project, not even a side hustle. Yeah, you got to make money to be able to be a hustle, right?
Right. Yeah. At this point, it's just a hobby.
But at the same time, we love our audience. We want it to continue to grow, and,
that's right.
And we got big things lined up in the future where we're headed.
Yeah, true that. In fact, if we're done with the MGK stuff, I'll just go straight into telling folks what's going on in the upcoming month.
Please, sir, continue.
Okay, great. So the Hoot Hop Show has decided we're going to, shake things up a little bit. It'll still be us, and we'll still be just as irritating to listen to, but we're going to have guests, so that'll be fun. In fact, I've got a few guys lined up. I know you guys have probably already seen our Facebook page, so you would know that coming up in October, we have a local comedian and fellow podcaster, Adam Harvin, who will be joining us. Do you remember Cooper Harvin?
Yes, I do.
Okay, that's his older brother.
Oh, Cooper? Yeah, you told me about Cooper. He was doing a podcast, or not a podcast. He's Twitch streaming, gaming, right?
Yeah. He does Call of Duty and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I remember Cooper, and I've checked out his game streams. He's really good, really talented. People should give him a follow.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't have his @ right now. I'm going to look that up though, so we can
at
talk.
Harvin Gaming.
Okay, yes. Please give him a follow. He is definitely worth it because his videos when he's playing Call of Duty are high quality stuff. I recommend giving him a follow.
It is high quality, and not to mention Cooper, especially when he gets killed a few times, he's pretty funny.
Yeah, he's very funny.
Yeah, I like watching Coop throw a fit.
Fit to be tied.
Yeah, it's fun. And I'm actually working right now. I sent him a message. Haven't heard anything back from him yet, but maybe by the time this airs, I will have heard from him. But I'm actually trying to get Cooper to come on in October as well. Talk about Harvin Gaming.
Yeah.
So
I agree with you. Please extend an invite. I would love to talk with the man. That way we can find out more about how the Twitch stream's going, because we're going to be hopping in the Twitch game soon here too.
Yeah, soon and very soon we're going to go visual, so you guys will be able to.
So have to fix my hair.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I throw a hat on. I got these luxurious locks.
The hats. By the way, the hats. Those do look great. We need to.
Yeah. I'm working on that right now. I've got the leather work being done. Right now all the hats are back ordered, so that's what I'm working with right now. As soon as I can get the
COVID set everybody back because of all the lack of distribution there for a while.
But we're gonna have some swag up for sale soon. We'll have like some little like vinyl decals you can throw on your toolbox. Your car, whatever. Whatever you want to. I don't know, put it on your night shelf and never.
We're not recommending any type of vandalism, but please, whatever with these stickers, if they happen to go places where that way people can, get the name of the show out there.
Yeah, I mean,
what happens.
What are we, skater punks again? Come on, I'm way too old to do that again. So I wasn't good at it when I was young. So
no, what I was saying is it seems to be something that's pretty trendy with Colby's generation, the Gen Zs. They do enjoy viral, like these things become a viral thing where you find these stickers in places and you just trend about it on TikTok. So if for real, these stickers, if you just happen to pass them around so people get the name of the show out there, we would love it.
Yeah. So, and then of course hats. I've had a few people hit me up on Facebook asking about the hats. They've seen mine, I guess.
It's a dope logo.
Yeah, I mean, hey, anything
most dope,
bro. But yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm going to get back on the subject of October. So something else we're going to do as a little gimmick for October is we are going to watch some of the most awesomely bad, some of the most awesomely awesome, and we're just going to watch some horror movies, and we're going to discuss them, review them, rip on them, do whatever we can on them. That'll be a little segment for each show in the spirit of Halloween and all that kind of stuff. So we'll try to on the next show we'll try to let you guys know what we're going to be watching. If you've never seen it, give it a watch. If you don't like scary movies, then I don't know, just wait and listen to us and be like, oh, okay, well, now we know.
Hear us poke fun at it.
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of really cool stuff coming up. We're excited. We're trying to move into a direction to where we can start bringing more content to you, more interactive content.
Yes, and along with the merchandising, because not only do we want to be able to extend the name out there so other people can listen to us as well, we also want to be able to have things that people like because they like us.
Yeah.
And, it looks cool. I wasn't kidding about the logo. I think the logo is great.
Yeah, thank you. I designed it myself. So I'm wearing my Hobbs Ironworks shirt right now. It has a very similar logo on it, but, all things owls, that's me, I guess. But
hey, that's Hoot. You're not Hoot for a reason.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, man, lots of cool things coming up. And, man, I'm excited about it. Like I said, we're going to have Twitch streaming going soon. We don't really know when.
We don't really have a finite date on that one. But as soon as we do, we will let you know. And we'll try to give you advance notice. That way you know that it's coming so you can tune into the live broadcast.
Yeah. It'll be available visually like on YouTube or something like when we actually release. But we'll actually be live streaming the...
yes, what it'll do is it'll become made available immediately once we start broadcasting. Yeah. And then it will save it. And then it gets archived on there, and then we can take that and put that wherever else we want people to be able to view it.
Okay.
But Twitch will be where you'll be able to see us going live.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, we'll make sure we have a link posted to that whenever that comes around,
Yeah,
I've got a lot of work to do.
You'll be able to you'll be able to see us as we're recording this, as opposed to listening to it after I get a chance to mess with it and remove some of the funny bits that don't always quite make air.
Yeah, that might be a bit too risque for air.
Yes.
I don't know if risque is even the right word. I mean, like controversial.
Well, it depends.
Acting like a jerk.
It depends on the jokes.
Yeah, right.
Really what it is, guys, it's a lot more words that we can't leave into the version that we put whenever we air it out. And it would be more or less sometimes when we meander into subjects that it's like, what are you guys even talking about?
Right. Which happens every week.
Yeah, think about it. Think about what I leave in.
yeah. I was like, if you really think like this is what he left in, what did they talk? What does he cut out? And they're like,
we spend hours recording.
Hey, one more thing that we're going to be trying to do. It probably won't be October. The giveaway will probably be in November. And that's right, you heard correctly, a giveaway. For those of you who might not know me personally, I own a metal fabrication shop. I have a CNC plasma table, which I cut out really cool designs on, signs you can hang on your wall, throw in the trash, do whatever you want with them. Neither here nor there. I'm going to be making one. What we're going to do is the three of us are going to write down an idea for a sign, and we're going to drop it in a hat. I'm going to draw it, and whoever wins that design or whoever wins that drawing, Colby, myself, or BT, they will get to choose the design. I guess we'll drop our names in a hat, and then whoever that is will get to choose the design. Yeah. And anyway, I will post it up on Facebook with the simple instructions of, one of the comment, comment, share, like the page, comment on the post, share the post. And then we'll do a selection. I've got an app that'll randomly select Facebook commenters or whatever, And so that's what we'll do. And you'll see it, and you'll be able to say, "Hey, yeah, I want that," and you can do your part. And we'll draw a winner, and that'll be it. We'll get in touch with you. I can ship it anywhere. It doesn't matter.
I've seen your work personally, and you do great work. So this is a great get.
Yeah, thank you. It'll probably be a value of somewhere around $100.
Yeah, no doubt. Absolutely. You put together high quality stuff. This isn't something that's just poorly thrown together.
Yes, blessings. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I really do. I really appreciate that. So be on the lookout for that. That will actually probably be starting October. We'll actually start be able to show
Give
people the design.
Time to share it.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll start it in October. We'll make the drawing in November, and we'll go from there.
And remember, you're using a randomizer, so the more times you share it, the better your chances are, because your name would be in there more times to be randomly drawn.
True that. Yeah. So that's something fun that's coming up, and
and Colby is not allowed to win it.
True. Yes. C. Wayne is not allowed to win the drawing. I promise he will probably get picked because that's that kid's luck. Like with
luckiest kid in that sense.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Like with me, my motto is like hard luck is still luck. You know what I mean? He's like, what's hard luck? Everything's great.
Blackjack.
Yeah. Hey,
Full house. Yeah, every time.
Is this good? I've got 2 3s and 3 5s. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty good, man. Anyway, I don't know if he sounds like that. He does today because he ain't here.
He isn't here to defend it.
True that. So anyway, like I said, that's something fun that's coming up. We should have guest hosts coming in October. We'll talk about some horror movies. It'll be fun. So you can find us on Google Podcasts, on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, on what was the other one last week?
Stitcher.
It's
just another podcasting platform that's specifically for podcasting. Dope. You have to download an app to have it, but I know that some people are opposed to Google or they're opposed to Spotify or Apple Podcast, and this gives them another option.
Okay, sweet. So we're on Stitcher as well. So, if you're one of those
soon to be Twitch.
Soon to be Twitch, yeah. We'll have live streaming going on. Hopefully soon.
I also wanted to give an update on the YouTube page. Going to be working on putting together clips from our shows on there. Go. That way those will be shareable.
Yeah.
And they'll be bite-sized, a few minutes on just a rant, one of Hoot's rants or one of C. Wayne's rants or a funny moment, something that happened. And then we'll share those on the Facebook page and on the YouTube page, and that way they can be shared across all of your social media platforms, and other people can poke fun of us just like we poke fun of ourselves.
Yeah. So, like for instance, the frosting line probably would have made it.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
That was ridiculous. That kid was like, "It's like I'm eating ice cream." I was like, "Oh, it's ice cream." He's like, "No, icing." I was like, "That's just a tub of frosting."
Completely unprovoked, he brought in a tub of funfetti, complete with sprinkles.
Yeah. Well, that was his explanation. I was like, "That's just a tub of frosting." He's like, "Yeah, but with sprinkles."
He's like, "I didn't have anything to eat," and it's like, "You still don't have anything to eat. That's just compressed sugar."
Yeah. He's like, "Yeah, I know. That's what it said." I was like, "You're gonna be diabetic tomorrow. Don't eat that."
It's that metabolism, man.
I'm telling you. Anyway, so I told you where you can find us, including YouTube and, like I said, soon Twitch. So we want to thank all you guys for listening and staying with us, especially with how scatterbrained I am here at the end. And we just want to say thank you. I am Hoot Hobbs, and with Mr. BT, Brennan Torres, we bid you good night.